Your main assignment today is to choose one of the 4 love story options in the PDF, read it, and then complete theme notes that are due tomorrow. I don't think it's going to take as long as the pink sheet. I don't want to stack up too many assignments, but since I'm gone, I need you to have both sets of notes finished for our Friday class period, since I want to conclude our discussions as well as finish the vocab quiz that is tomorrow. So the sub's going to run you through a Kahoot vocab game. Yes, winner gets an automatic 100 on tomorrow's quiz. That rules. The vocab quiz, expected to be 20 questions. There will be a section that has antonyms. There will be a section that has some context of using the words with the psyche story. Now, let's talk about the main assignment for the day. There are 4 love stories in the PDF, and you're choosing one of these 4. Unfortunately, at this time, I only found one real audio version. If you need that audio, but there is a downloadable Audible book that has to be paid for through Audible that I did link here. Where to find the stories is in our pink folder for the Greek myth, hero, and love stories. So on our last class period, we read the psyche story and we completed the pink notes. You can upload those here or turn them into the box. You can also submit those tomorrow. Then, to pick your story, you're going to open up this PDF. This is the Hamilton Love Stories. I recommend that you download it by clicking that button. And then, after downloading the PDF, then you're going to want to tilt it since it's at a side. When I have it in a different reader, it tilts it all the pages. So you're picking one of the stories in here. It's up to you which one. After you read the story, you're then completing theme notes. What is a theme? It's a controlling idea about life, human nature. It unifies that story. Now, it might be stated directly, but most often it's going to be implied through the story, and it cannot be expressed in a single word or a cliche. It really shouldn't just be a lesson or a moral. No, rather, think a theme statement is a complete sentence that is not general. And it applies to everything but specific, but it's specific enough that it provides insight throughout the story. It's not just a phrase, it's a complete sentence. It should apply to many characters in the story or events or details. It should be a unifying idea. So when you're generating a list of theme subjects, we did that with Things Fall Apart. We came up with a list of subjects that could potentially created into theme statements. Here were some examples that we created for Things Fall Apart. Family strife, power, assimilating culture. Okonkwo falls to his wills of his tragic flaw, of violence, fathers and sons. So then we took one of those subjects and we created a theme statement that unifies the work. So if we just think about family strife, we might be able to come up with a theme statement like this for Things Fall Apart that really reveals Okonkwo and a lot of characters. Fear of one's family's past can become their fate. That applies to Okonkwo, doesn't it? He's pushing back on his father, and he ends up inevitably becoming his father's failure in a different way by the end. So your goal today is to brainstorm, after you read your love story, different subjects about love, about other topics, and then what's a theme statement you can create? You're most likely going to think about something to do with love. I mean, that is the main subject of the story. After you do that, I know you love this, golden lines. I would like you to find one quote that connects to that theme statement that you've created. And then I want you to explain in a few sentences how that theme is illuminated, how it's revealed through that quote, and then put the page number that's in the PDF. So we're using your choice story, whether it's Orpheus and Eurydice. This is the musician's story. He has to go into Hades to save his love. Pygmalion, our sculptor story. Bacchus and Philomene. and Pyramus and Thisbe. Now, one of these stories is the Romeo and Juliet story, and another one of these stories is almost like the Notebook movie or the Sparks book that became that famous movie a while ago. So choose wisely. Read. It shouldn't take you very long to finish. You're not completing pink notes on this reading choice. Instead, you're completing theme notes. If you have any questions, send me an email. I will be checking throughout the day, and I will be back tomorrow as my kids recover from a norovirus infection, which is including a lot of vomit. Adios, everybody.